Let's talk about something that's going on. You debuted at #1 with your CD, My Life's Been a Country Song, and the release date was February 19th. Let's talk about that album and see. Talk to me about some of the songs, and we'll go from there.
Well, we we sat down this last year with Scott Hendricks and started talking about putting a project together, and we went through over 4,000 songs and listened to a ton of music, and found the best music that we possibly could and put it together. And this is the first album that I actually haven't written anything on the record,
Right.
which was kind of weird for me, but it was one of the things that, as an artist, you have to actually do your best to make a record for the artist, or excuse me, for the fans, and not just saying, oh, well, I'm a songwriter, so I'm going to put my songs on the record. I didn't think I had the songs that were right for my career at the time, and I think each album should be a snapshot of where I'm at in my life at that time. And I think My Life's Been a Country Song is a great and befitting title in both reality and humor, and whose life at one time or another hadn't been a country song.
Which of the songs, you got 11 of them on that track, which one is most personal about the 11?
Change Me, I think, is a very personal song for me. But it's funny because that's even changing as I'm doing the songs live and singing. The whole album is becoming really personal, and the reaction and the response that we've been getting from Kegel Heads and country music fans abroad, I've been shocked at seeing how many people at the shows have never been to a show before, and we're selling out a lot of different places and having a lot of great fun and meeting new fans and new friends, and just it's been a long time, but I'm enjoying every single moment of every single note on stage, and it's a lot of fun.
Have you lived most of these songs?
Yeah, some I have. Some like the title track, What Kind of Gone. Who hadn't? It's like it's a funny song about a guy in denial. The woman says, "Bye, I'm out of here," and he's like, "So where are you going? When you coming back?"
Right.
And she's not. But it's just one of those things that we've all been foolish enough or blind enough to at one time or another to think. Every time I sing that song, I think of Dumb and Dumber, when he's talking to Mary and he's like, "So do you think there's a chance at all?" And she's like, "No, Lloyd." And he's like, "Not any?" And she says, "Yeah, well, maybe like," he goes, "like 1 in 1,000." She goes, "More like 1 in a million." And he's like, "So you're saying there's a chance?" Okay. And obviously she's saying no, there's not a chance. And that's kind of what that song does to, when I'm listening to it or singing it. I start thinking of that scene, and it's just a kind of a comic relief.
My Life's Been a Country Song. Talk to me about that one. I played that yesterday on the radio show.
It's just a song that pays homage to everything that we grew up listening
exactly.
to.
Exactly. I told that to Shane yesterday.
Yeah.
I listened to it when I was playing it on the radio show yesterday.
I like listening to that in the barn and in the arena at the ranch in back in Texas, and just riding my horses and thinking about it. And it's weird because this is the first album. Scott Hendricks did such a great job on my vocals. It's the first album that I actually can listen to and go, it doesn't bother me to hear my voice on tape. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys that doesn't really like to hear himself. It's like I'll listen to the record, and then when it's done, I'll put it away, and I won't listen to it for a while. And this is one of the few records that I've done that I really don't quite mind hearing myself on tape. Which
common
is
thread.
Funny.
What's the common thread on all these songs? Is there a common thread weaving between all that?
No, no, it's not just pick songs. I think anybody who makes a record that is just pick songs is not an artist, and I will fight. No, I'm good. I'll fight that my entire career if I have to. There's a difference between an act and an artist. I put those songs on the record for a reason, and the reason was the last album was called Anywhere But Here, which is really where I wanted to be in both personal and professional life. Anywhere I was at, I wanted to get away from. And My Life's Been a Country Song. It's just basically, I guess, when you come out of the tunnel and you see the light and it gets bigger and you get to that place where you can stop and enjoy it for a moment. You just realize that no matter how bad it gets, I'm still living a dream. I'm doing what I get to love, and these songs are just a reflection of basically things that I felt, a snapshot of my life at that time when I made them.
How the Kegel Heads doing? We talked about
They're
that
great,
last
man.
time.
Yeah, the Kegel Heads are amazing, man. Growing stronger and stronger every day. They're an unbelievable force in my life, and I still say to this day, I don't know what I did to deserve them, but I thank God for them. So
They made you #1 this time.
absolutely, they've done it this second time, and that they've done it. So
there's nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
it's pretty awesome.
Website.
ChrisCagle.com.
There you go.
Yep.
Goals, Chris.
Uh,
What do you want to do?
Man, what don't I want to do?
Okay.
You know, it's
More
funny. Yeah, I want to, well, all that is going to be what it is. I want to know that when this is all over with, I'm happy.
I'd rather. The first one that said that.
I'd rather be, now, you know, I turned 40 this year, and I finally started realizing some things, and some things have kind of started hitting me. And money is a convenient responsibility. You know, it makes your life convenient. It's not the end all do all, but I just truly want to be just happy.